Before we even thought or decided what we wanted our thriller production to include, as a group we made sure that we did enough research into the thriller genre itself so that we could identify the typical content that appears, and this included characters such as a psycho, detective, assassins, victims and criminals, narratives such as death, whether it be predetermined, a murder, accident or suicide, red herring, being watched or followed, and deception. And then typical themes like entrapment, isolation, voyeurism, revenge or gain. And also the iconography that you typically see, such as shadows or lighting that's included, street lamps, confined spaces, and then running water or a similar form of water that you would find. So, as we wanted our thriller to be noticed and recognised as a thriller, we made sure that streetlights were a key feature within it and that they could easily be identified. And we included streetlights as they are typical thriller iconography, as we found out in our research, and that they create shadows, and these help to add to the feeling of the being watched/followed, which is a typical theme. And this is what we wanted our audience to feel, as we felt it would be the most effective due to the research that we've done and what other thrillers included. A way that we challenged the thriller genre was by basing it in a village. As with villages and rural areas, they're usually associated with being calm and friendly, which is the complete opposite to what you would think a thriller would be. And we found this out because of our research. As also, the rural location helps to emphasise the feeling of being isolated, which helps back up the theme that you find, the typical themes that you find in thrillers. When it came to our costumes that we wanted, we used our villainous characters' costumes to both develop and challenge the genre. As we had two bad characters, we decided to dress one in black and the other in white. And this is similar to the Helmut Nickel theory, as he did it as the good characters wear white and the bad characters wear black. But since we had two bad characters in our thriller, we thought it would be best to have one in black and one in white, as it challenges and similar to, but challenges what people originally associate thrillers with and the costumes that people wear, due to the fact that the black helps to develop the genre, as it helps to show the isolation and entrapment, and this also helps to back up the themes, whereas the white has positive connotations, which challenges the genre, as you don't associate a thriller with being happy and positive and having good outcomes. And it helps to challenge, as it shows a false sense of security and a form of revenge, as you wouldn't expect a person in white to be a negative character or a bad influence on the thriller or the genre itself.